All right, we gotta get the comments up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh goodness, there's what again?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, everybody.
I'm trying to read comments.
Surprised we're not watching the football game. We will when we get done with this.
That's my first thing was happy Super Bowl Sunday to everybody. But I was born and raised in Alabama, so once college football's over, I'm pretty much over football.
Yeah, we don't really watch a whole lot of
I don't watch
football.
any.
Yeah, that's
really.
True. I mean, we keep up with Kelsey, whatever his name is, because that's what all the kids are doing now.
I don't. I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Well, he's what Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
I can tell you what I see on Facebook. That's about it.
It's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Either way, hello, everybody. We may be a little short tonight with people watching the Super Bowl, but that's okay. Yeah. Maybe they'll catch the replay.
Yeah, Nerdy Nuts just told us that it's Super Bowl Sunday and they got a super drop. Well, also, we have a storm moving in currently as we speak. It is getting a little louder. So if we start getting wonky with our Wi-Fi, just know
let's just hope we don't.
Yeah, but we do have a storm moving in. We've got potential for some severe weather tonight. And
it's thundering pretty good right now, raining pretty hard, but we'll go with it and see.
Yeah. What?
I'm trying to read comments.
Sue says she'll be asleep by halftime.
I wish I was.
I don't know. It's a good time.
Carla said Reba was on there. Was that pregame?
She did the national anthem.
Oh.
I think that's what I saw. She was going to be doing the national anthem.
Tony said the fence is looking good.
Oh, I almost got on there and commented on his reel, but I was watching it on the TV. The reel he put out today. Magnet fishing. We actually did that.
We have 2 sets. We did a little bit on a video, but that was our video from vacation that had no audio.
Our entire week vacation had no audio.
And it was probably a good thing that it didn't have audio because, well, let's just say one of the kids did exactly what we said not do, and we lost the magnet on the first throw.
Yes, but
one of them, we got 2.
Yeah, we threw it. We were at the beach and we went under a pier and
at the pass and said, "Don't drag it slow through those rocks."
And that's exactly what they did. So Lorraine's saying magnet fishing because remember, Lorraine's not from here.
Right.
So magnet fishing is this real big, heavy duty magnet, and it's on a really, really long cord. Rope. And you cast it out. You throw it as far as you can, like you would do fishing.
And sometimes you can just drop it straight down.
True.
Depending if you're like on a bridge or something.
And so we got into it by watching YouTube videos, and the kids were just fascinated by it. So Nick ordered us all this stuff, and we took it with us on vacation. And you reel it in, and you can get some really neat stuff stuck to the magnet. And watching the videos, people would find like guns and, all this wild stuff and safes and things that's been tossed out. And it's so neat. But for the most part, you don't really catch anything real interesting. A lot of fishing lures and.
Yeah, rusty hook.
Yeah.
But
they love it. The kids love doing that.
You just never know what you're going to pull up. But Lorraine said, "Can you eat them?"
You're right.
I'm not eating anything that I can catch on a magnet.
So it's a lot of fun. We did it 2 summers ago now? Because when we went to the beach a couple of years ago, we did it, and the kids they had a ball, and we lost a magnet. We had to cut one loose, and
I actually want to start doing a few videos. We branched out some, and just. I wanted to make it more family oriented instead of just the farm all the time. So we've done a little bit of different things.
Right.
But I want to get them back into that and maybe maybe we'll video some of it, but there are several bridges around here that I
we
thought
would like to
we
try.
could take them. There's no telling what's around that.
Yeah.
So I would go to boat launches because I know of all the stuff I've dropped over the years.
Yeah. And all the keys.
It wouldn't be funny to catch my own stuff.
Yeah, that'd be wild. But yeah, it was really neat to try it the first time, and the boys ask about it pretty often. So I'm certain that's something we'll do again too. But Tony had put out a video about doing that, and I was like, "Oh, we have done that, and it's so neat."
Yeah, it is a lot of fun, and the kids got absolutely addicted to it, watching channels do it.
Like you can also, throw it out with hooks on it and be able to bring.
You have a separate grappling hook that you throw out. You don't attach it to the magnet. Oh. You throw it separate. It's on a different rope.
Tony from their campfire and countryside. So the boys actually got real interested when the people, we would watch them, they were cleaning up bodies of water with magnet fishing, and they would be pulling out scooters and bicycles and
like
stuff
the
from
kind
the ends
you rent.
Yeah.
On the street, people were just dumping them in a pond.
Right. It would be out like at the end of a pier or something that somebody would just sit at. And the boys thought that was the coolest thing ever.
So it was fun what time we got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little frustrating.
I gave it up at that location because I was like, that's not going to work out. Now they're going to lose the other one.
Yeah.
So, and we didn't get a chance to do it at any other location. So we might have to do that and do some video. The time
we did it, there was a lot of people fishing around us too. So
that's right.
It was kind of hard to do that.
I'm seeing a lot of prom comments.
I know it. So y'all never thought we'd clean up good, did you?
Yeah, we do actually have those kinds of clothes. We're not in farm clothes every day.
Well, no.
There were lots of nice comments about cleaning up, and then there were some that was like, I can't believe you even own a suit. And I've got 7 suits.
Yes, he does. We just don't use them very often.
Then, the typical comments come out about the mob boss thing. And I was like, I get that.
From your wife.
Every time I dress up. Every time I put on something besides jeans and button-up shirts or overalls.
Yeah.
But it was in the comment section too, so I was okay with it. But I thought Zoe cleaned up pretty good on this one. I think the purple might have been my favorite.
I love
so far, and it's everybody else's too.
I was stuck on getting black because black's comforting to me. But I branched out and I said, Nick, I think I either want gold or purple.
You did?
And as much as I wanted gold, I'm glad I got purple, and I think I might need to order me some more purple clothes because I got the most comments wearing purple, and I said it's time to go from the browns and the blacks to the purple.
Zoe don't wear anything but black. She looks like a ninja everywhere we go.
I wear brown and black all the time.
But you got a lot of compliments on the purple. And
I did.
I don't know if they're used to seeing you a little more dressed at different times, like when we're after church or whatever. I think they were just expecting like a Rafe Hollister thing out of me, where if you put on a suit, you're about to choke to death, and the cats are following you because of shoe polish.
Well, I thought you looked.
There's Sarah putting our ad up.
Very debonair. That's what I told him. He looked very debonair.
Uh-oh, that ain't hooked up. You'll have to do it. Sarah put our ad up for...
There it is.
I still... I need to go ahead and update them on the merch. So we had talked about on one of our lives that we were...
Mackenzie, please get Millie.
Is that Millie?
She is chewing up something back here, and we can't wait an hour to stop it.
It's just making all that noise.
Whatever it is, look over there and see what she's chewing up.
So,
I'm scared her.
Richard was actually on our live. That's with the other vendor. It's fine. But Millie's shaking the whole camera.
She can go in there with Chance for a little bit.
But so he was on Eddie Family's live the other night. And I told him, I was like, that day, it had actually happened that day. I was checking my email because why haven't I heard back from him?
Yeah.
It was in the outbox. It was never sent at all. He's like, yep, that could be the reason.
Yeah.
Because it had been weeks. And why have I not heard back from Richard yet about the merch?
Right.
We're wanting to go to a different vendor just for a little better quality. I wasn't thrilled with the merch we had. So I was reaching out to the one he handles, Daniel Arms and Eddie Family. And I think Ed uses him and Our Way Out uses him. So I was like, I'm gonna check into that and see. And he sent me an email and said, yeah, let's get together and work some stuff out. So I emailed him back. And it's been like 2 months and I hadn't heard a thing.
Weeks.
No. I said a few weeks.
Oh,
this was like the first of the year.
Oh.
I said a few weeks. It's been like 2 months.
Oh.
It was like around the first of the year, right after Christmas sometime. And I was like, I'm going to reach out to him. It's still sitting in the outbox.
Oh.
So I told him on the live, I said, I'll get with you next week because I'll have to make sure the email actually goes through. That would help. I mean, it's kind of hard for him to answer an email that he never gets.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the texts I send to you that I never hit send.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Do y'all ever have your significant other say, you never answered me? Yes, I did. And you look back at your text and realize you typed it in there and didn't hit anything. So it's like, are you going to answer me? I did.
I'll say,
never mind. No, I didn't.
I'll say, I see you read it, but you ain't replied.
But y'all know Zoe, she don't answer me anyway. No. I know she didn't type it, not hit send. She just didn't answer.
That's my prerogative.
I at least type it in there. I just forget to hit send on it. So I don't want to tell them about the new Zoe-ism yet.
Okay.
So tell them what we did today. Then I'm going to fill them in on a new Zoe-ism.
Well, we went to church.
We had a big event this afternoon.
Farmer Rhett had baseball evaluations today.
Yeah. No more T-ball. He is moving up to coach pitch, and now they actually have to go through evaluations and tryouts and stuff.
Yeah, and so he actually did really well. He didn't want to run very fast.
Kind of like toward the end of football season, he just kind of fizzled out and didn't care. I was reading comments.
Lorraine, she said, my mobile is flat. Is that your phone? I haven't charged it up for 6 months. Okay, so we're going to address that right there.
Get him off of here.
Okay, so I'm going to show it, and then I'm going to block it.
Okay.
So you guys pay attention. See this right here.
We have blocked this like 6 times.
It's time for it to go. And then we are going to explain why. Official Big Boss Elf on the Shelf has been stalking Red.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Well, he specifies kids, and he does it on multiple channels.
So the first time we were like, oh, haha, this is kind of funny. But it has started reaching out to Rhett and another family that we are friends with, asking to have cameras placed in rooms and pictures taken. And so we started investigating. I was not going to do this, but I knew it was going to come on here. We started investigating and found their page where they were almost trophying where a child videoed themselves talking about how that page was stalking them.
Yeah, they were a creator. It was like
Yes.
not like Rhett's age. It was he's a little bit older, but he is a creator.
Underage.
Yeah.
And he was stalking them, and it made him uncomfortable. And that kid, or this page that Big Boss came on and shared where that guy was talking about how he was scared of them, how they were being stalked.
Yeah.
And so every time it comes on, we've blocked it, but it keeps making new pages and finding ways back into our page and other pages who have young kids. And Catherine has been helping me. Me and Catherine's been figuring this out. So
Cagney and Lacey.
Huh?
You're too young to even know what I'm talking about, but it was 2 women detectives.
Oh. But
it's an old show.
At first, we were like, okay, this is kind of funny. Ha ha, elf on a shelf. No, it's not. It's gotten to where every time Rhett's picture comes up, it actually happened last week on the live. As soon as Rhett showed his face, this person popped up and started leaving comments, emails, comments on all the videos that Rhett's in. And some of our friends, it popped up on their live as well, and Nick was going back and forth saying, hey, that one right there it's not safe.
And they already knew. They had been blocking it too. And
yeah. Anyway, it makes your mama and your daddy, and you just want to.
That's just we've had this conversation with other channels before about why you have to be so careful, because it's the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's out there, and most of the viewers that are watching are harmless, and they love the kids, and they love the family content. They love the animals and the farm. I mean, it is what it is, but you still have that creepy element out there. And that's just why I'm so careful with a lot of things. I'm very careful at a lot of things I include sometimes.
And we're going to be a little more cautious about what Rhett's in as well now.
MC has a great question. At what point do you involve law enforcement? MC, that contact's already been made. And that's just monitoring emails and any further contact. Every email has already been forwarded. There are printed copies already, and screen recording the fact that it keeps showing up in comments. Screenshots of the comments we've already had, right? All that good stuff, they already have.
And these, like our lives and all, are saved so that we're able to have this documentation.
So that is out there.
Hello. You don't have a shirt on, you cannot. Mom. Not without a shirt.
No.
We're watching you. You're watching us? Okay. Hey,
you're supposed to be watching with sister.
Go watch with sister. Matt took the remote from me. Okay.
Well, you can watch without holding the remote.
Go tell her y'all not to watch the live, to go watch a movie. I don't know what I want to watch.
Okay, go get it.
Can I watch what I want to watch?
Yes. Yeah, MC, it is a great question, and I figured that question was coming up as soon as Zoe started talking, because I hadn't really thought about addressing it on a live or a video or anything like that, because a lot of creators deal with it, and it's just not something you talk about. You had, and I will not name the channel, so I'm saying that ahead of time so you don't, a channel that we were at an event, and it was not a dangerous, creepy thing. It was just...
It was a suffocation.
It was like people getting too close that channel was speaking, and Zoe stepped in with the child and kind of
put distance between the adult and the child.
Yeah. That's what it was,
Yeah.
That it was not a creepy stalker kind of thing. It was just too many people
and
getting too close, and
yeah, and that's part of this community that we have is when we go to events, a lot of us have young kids, and our young kids are on our videos, and we look out for each other. We look out for those who have those funny eyes or who are getting a little close, because not everybody is bad. We want our kids to feel that love that you guys want to share.
Yeah.
But we also want them to know safe distance, and it's okay to be uncomfortable around people. We would never push Rhett on somebody to hug or anything.
No.
And if he doesn't want to, we're not going to.
We don't do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of viewers that we've met multiple times, and that's always a good thing. We enjoy that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to kind of be on guard. Does that make sense?
You have to respect, we'll, like Mary Carl, it's not a secret that Mary Carl has no desire to be on film, and that's okay, because that's her choice, and they respect that.
Kind of like Mackenzie.
And that's, doing that is the safest thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Anyway, I got on my soapbox there for a minute because I knew that person was going to pop up because they have popped up every time.
Every time, and we keep blocking it, and they just keep showing up.
It's like they keep finding a loophole.
Are y'all ready for something funny since we've been so serious for the last few minutes?
It does take a village.
Absolutely. We had a new Zoe-ism this week.
We did?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Zoe was having a little pain she was dealing with. Zoe had a cricket in her neck.
I did. So Farmer Rhett slept in the bed with us.
I'm going to finish telling the story.
Farmer Rhett slept in the bed with us, and every time he does, we both wake up hurting because, first of all, he does not like covers, so he kicks the covers off and put his leg on top of them. Well, then we can't move because he's just like, la, and flops and does everything he wants to do.
Yeah, he spreads out, keeps all the cover. He sleeps on top of the cover.
So we both have to lay on our side and just kind of like fit in where we can because no bed is big enough.
Well, he doesn't start out in there. He's
fine. We wake up and there he is.
He just gets there in the middle of the night.
He slithers into there.
It's like, when did he come in here? So he said, I don't know.
So I was telling Nick, I was like, man.
You texted me at work.
I said, I got a cricket in my neck and I can't work it out. I couldn't turn my head real good.
So I immediately answer, I think you mean crick. And she said, no, I've always said cricket in my neck. I had to Google it, take a screenshot, and show her what the phrase is.
Called it a cricket.
And then I told her, I said, we have a new Zoe-ism to talk about.
I have always called it a cricket. My parents never corrected me. Ever. I was like, when your muscle gets tight.
You got a cricket in her neck.
I mean, and Catherine said, how big is it? It wasn't a big cricket. It was just a kind of a tightness, She said, run, don't walk to the ER. Those little devils drive me crazy just in the house. I cannot imagine in my neck.
Can you imagine having one in your neck?
That'd be on one of them reality shows.
She said your parents were used to Zoe-isms.
That's because they speak it. My mama does. It's hard to decipher my mama sometimes. My daddy just would shake his head.
I said, was it loud? I've seen people ask, did it chirp all night?
Whatever.
All
Better
right.
than a horse in your throat. That's right. A cricket in your neck.
It would not surprise me in the least, Carla, if Zoe said she had a horse in her throat. that wouldn't surprise me at all. That would just be a typical Zoe. I was like, does that mean sore throat or your horse?
Well, you know, thinking about the burn, smelling the burn. I heard Jason talking about he kept smelling something that smelled like smoke, and I was like, he smelled burn.
No, he didn't. He said he smelled smoke.
He smelled burn. That's what I heard. I was like, Jason gets it.
That's not what he said.
No, but I thought Jason gets it.
Smelling smoke or smelling something burning is perfectly legitimate.
But when he said it,
but
I thought
it smells
in my head,
like
Jason gets it.
It smells like burn is not legitimate.
But in my head, he said that, and I said, Jason understands.
Catherine wants to know about the shirt with Zoe-isms.
It's going to be a blanket. Nick tried that, but the font was like this big because he had so many.
Catherine, at one time, Sarah that's on here was keeping up with all the Zoe-isms. And I have notes of them, but the ones that we talked about, I couldn't fit them all on one shirt.
They were all really little font. Ed said when he was in college, he turned loose some crickets in a sorority house behind the refrigerator. The girls went crazy for a week. Sarah would rather feel the burn than smell the burn. Me too. So, I was feeling the burn in that cricket.
Catherine's got a good idea, and we talked about it. We talked about it on a live. We were ready to go, and I got on there, and I'm started designing the shirt, and I'm like, I can't fit them on here. They were too small to read by the time you put all the Zoe-isms on a shirt.
And it just keeps
I think I would have to do like a different design for each Zoe-ism.
That would be cute.
Like do Zoe-ism releases.
Smell burn.
I wanted to do like a list, but by the time I put them all together, they wouldn't fit.
MC said, I've said that I smell something hot. That is it.
Zoe, you said it smells like burn.
Right. That sounds
That's
the same
not
thing.
the same. I don't think it's the same.
Smelling something hot and smelling something burn. I can relate the two.
Back to the videos. We talked about the night to shine part of it, but you didn't having to do the clips on all those T-posts. Or
my boots. My new
your boots.
So,
and I know, do you know that we have not gotten a negative comment yet about you doing like a commercial thing?
Because we don't do them often.
We rarely do them. And we did this one because it's somebody we have used multiple times. We've done multiples for them.
Yeah, and I swear
you wanted shorter boots.
I did.
And they sent you some for a video. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
so
you know how bad these people hate commercials. Yeah. But I think most of them understand that it's part of it. If it's something you can use.
Yeah.
Now, if I went out there and sold them a line of crap about something that wasn't any good, it would be different.
Yeah.
And we did get a lot of comments when we talked about it before. They were like, hey, if it's something you use and it's something you think we would use, and that's kind of where we stay, is I think with these, it would be something that people that watch would actually be interested in having and using themselves.
Yeah.
So.
Right. I mean, for us to be on our third pair, and you wear yours every time you go to the farm.
Almost every time, yep.
I wear my tall ones. I've worn them all winter long because they're insulated and they're really comfortable and soft. But I wanted something a little shorter that I can just throw on and go, and I can wear them in the store if I needed to run to the store. I can wear them during the summertime, and they're not going to make my legs hot. And I love them. I mean, if I see, actually the first time we went to the Okie Expo, they were giving them away in the door prizes.
One of the door prizes, sure did.
And ever since we saw them there, that was our first time being exposed to them. I recommend them to anybody. And you can go to Tractor Supply or somewhere and spend more than that on a pair of rubber boots than what they have. And they have the 100-year warranty on them, you know, 100% waterproof. What?
Lorraine says she loves the chicken boots, but they're always sold out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I got the green. I like black, of course, but I also like that hunter green, olive green color, and they're just really comfortable. And so when they said, "Hey, you pick out whatever you want," I said, "I know exactly what I need." And I even told them, when you're ready to do children's, you let me know, because we're going to do some for the boys, because I want everybody in the house to have some. Mackenzie's going to get some. I want everybody to have that brand, because we know those are good and they've withheld this long.
The good thing about the shorter ones is during the summer, I was wearing them with shorts.
Yeah.
Much to Mackenzie's horror.
Yeah.
Because I would stop at the store on the way out there and walk in with those. They're short.
They
at
are.
least.
I mean, they're just
have knee-high boots, but
I mean,
I was still wearing them with shorts.
Right. They were almost as short as the bottom of your pants. I mean, really. So the brand is High C, HISEA, High C.
Mm-hmm.
And just check them out. It was the Chelsea boots are the ones that I got.
That's the ones you got.
Susan said, "Are they true to size?" I wear a 9. I bought a 9. I read the reviews. Sometimes they'll tell you if you need to, if they run a little large. I got a 9 and they fit just right. Wear them with a pair of socks and good to go.
Yeah, I was expecting some negativity, and I haven't seen it yet. Of course, the video just posted today, so it's got time.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't do that very often.
No.
You know. Hello. Do you need to tell them what you did today?
What?
Where did you go? What did you have to do? You had to get ready today.
All right, be careful.
Oh, there's Aunt Judy. She just got on here. You knew you was coming, didn't you?
I went to baseball.
Oh, man. Tony said, "Nick, you need long black socks under the boots." That's
I haven't quite moved to that yet. I'm on that and some white New Balance.
American sizes are different to theirs. Not sure what size she would need.
I don't know if they have the sizing chart on there. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do. Everybody's saying hello, famous farmer Red.
Hey.
Hey,
everybody.
There you go.
Hey, Grammy.
So, tell them what you did.
Oh gosh.
I played baseball.
Dad socks with Crocs.
With Crocs.
I played baseball without a tee.
Without a tee. So
he played it without a tee.
So evaluations means that you go and you do the different things, and they score you so that they can pick teams this week, right?
Yeah.
Sit up. So you had to field the ball, which means you had to what?
I had to catch it.
You had to catch it. Do it right. Talk right.
I had to catch it.
They threw the ball, and you had to catch it and throw it to.
They hit it to him.
Oh, they did.
He hit the ball to him, and you had to catch it and throw it to first base, didn't you?
And then you had to swing at the ball, right?
Yeah, but I didn't do it.
Well, that's okay, because you've never had to do that.
No, that's okay. You only get 3 pitches, and all 3 of them was pretty bad.
Yep. Patricia said she loves her high C boots. 2 pair of the chicken rain boots, 2 pair of the chicken insulated.
Hey, Grammy again.
He sees Grammy's thing. Catherine said, "Did you catch good?"
Yeah,
you did catch good and make good throws. You wouldn't run very fast to first base.
No. He was a little bit, what? Were you a little nervous? He was a little bit nervous, and he was the first one because he's a B.
Yeah. They was in alphabetical order, so your name had to go first.
All right, kid. Go watch TV. I'll call you back in here when we're almost done, okay? Go.
I'm trying to read that comment there.
Promoting boots doesn't bother me, but I didn't throw him.
I know he did. He just rolled off. He just being Rhett.
But I stopped watching channels promoting e-bikes and don't stop at one when they get 4 or 5 free e-bikes to ride. Makes my kids upset because there's no way we can afford even one.
Those things are expensive.
They are. They really are.
Good gracious. They are.
Yeah.
Tony is bailing on us to feed the dog and the cat.
Well, Stella's not going to wait.
Probably not. See you, Tony.
Yeah, Lorraine. He's always going to be around the first, and he likes being a leader, but he didn't know what to do, so he wasn't quite sure how to lead.
But he did okay.
He did do good. He did good.
He liked it. He thought it was pretty cool that he was getting to play without a T now. And
yeah.
all that good stuff. So anyway, that was just updating for today.
Yeah.
But we got several comments about, hey, y'all need to go watch the Walkers and see the clips that Gary used. Well, I'd already seen a video where he was using the clips. And then I saw where he had made, maybe it was the different channel.
Yeah, it was on Catching Up.
Was it Catching Up with the Walkers? He actually showed the brand and the little tool you use and all that. Well, I got a surprise for folks.
What?
His are from Stay Tough.
Yeah.
Y'all, when I saw the video from a couple of days ago, I actually told Zoe, I said, text Cassie and find out what brand those clips are.
Yeah.
And then I started looking, and I found some called Lockjaws that you don't even need a tool for at all.
And I don't know why we haven't looked before now.
They're spring tension.
Yeah.
The way they're bent, and you can put them on by hand, but then they pull tight.
Yes.
So I'm going to see how those work, and then we'll show them. That's not a sponsor thing.
No,
I looked them up.
That's working smarter, not harder.
I looked it up, and
thank you, Judy.
That's going to allow us to be a lot quicker with that fencing, and I want to see how they work. If they work pretty well, then we'll do a bigger order. But it doesn't use any tools at all.
Right.
So that Stay Tough has a special
bit
tool.
Yeah.
It's like a special socket. And where is Doss Farmstead?
I'm not sure where Doss Farm.
I think they're in Oklahoma.
Maybe. I have no idea.
But I'm not sure.
I think the e-bikes are dangerous. Not that I know a lot about them, just what I see on other channels.
Well, Lorraine said e-bikes are dangerous. They cause fires and stuff.
Yeah. Oklahoma. Everybody's saying Oklahoma.
Yeah, I thought so. My sister-in-law passed unexpectedly Wednesday after a brief illness. Her husband, her brother, is going through chemotherapy.
Oh, wow.
Well, I will add that on the list, Carla.
Oh, that storm is moving in fast. It's getting loud out there.
It is, but as long as our service don't go out, I'm okay. I don't care about all that other.
Okay, so they're talking about the others. Are talking about Doss's Chad Doss.
Yeah.
Adler Farms.
Yeah.
They're in Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yeah, we met him at the first Okie. That's
he emceed the first time. Yeah.
And I thought that's where they were, in Oklahoma. His father's in Missouri. Yeah.
I would like an e-bike with my arthritis, but high price. It is. They have a nice price.
I looked at them out of curiosity, and the price, of course, ranges like anything else, but they were still pretty dang expensive. Oh, I remember hearing about that their house burned.
Yeah.
Okay. But Glenn, I don't know too much about them. I'm not personally. I mean, I met them at the first Okie, but we were very tiny then, and I didn't really talk to them. I mean, just spoke.
We don't really follow their story a whole lot.
There's Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
From Our Way Out. I think he felt guilty because I've been watching this live. So I hadn't had to have a reminder or anything. I've been busting up in there.
Sue wants a three-wheeler with a basket. Do you want a three-wheeler like a gas-powered one or a tricycle?
Well, they're talking about how dangerous e-bikes are. Three-wheelers.
Oh, I know. You know what I did?
I can't tell you all the stuff I did on a three-wheeler that was not good.
I went too fast down a hill that I was supposed to turn like this into, and instead I went straight down and crashed into a briar patch upside down. My daddy was laughing so hard.
It's been plumbing. Is it new plumbing, or did you have something tear up?
Either way, you plumb on.
If you plumbing, if you doing plumbing on a Sunday, that sounds like it's bad.
Yeah.
Some people were saying they just moved to a new 40-acre farm.
Okay.
Just there were some people that. Oh, she said regular foot driven.
Catherine said she crashed hers on the family pond into the family pond. Everything about a 3-wheeler involves a crash.
Some of the stuff. Oh my gosh, it was
22 trips to Lowe's later, and I about got it knocked out. You know what? Lowe's is 30 miles either way for us.
Yeah, I can't make that.
We don't have a hardware store even local that's open on Sunday.
No, not anywhere close. Not on Sunday, unless if I can't get it at Walmart, I'm out of luck.
I crashed into a metal garage. My sister crashed into an old above ground oil tank.
If you were on a 3-wheeler, you crashed it.
Crash go together. Yes,
no doubt. If it was a 3-wheeler, you crashed it, flipped it, something. It was terrible.
I was going too fast around Mom and Dad's house one time, and I got too close to the garage, and I ran up on the side of the garage and rode it sideways. And I thought my daddy's gonna kill me. I think I might have peed in my pants a little bit once that thing came back down. I hadn't flipped over.
40-minute trip each way for him to Lowe's. He's in the same boat.
Usually a flip involved. Yep.
So, what about moving the bees, Zoe? That was our other video this week.
It was.
And I'm trying to remember, was it on Jason's live?
Somebody
said something about bees, and they were like, Chestnut Hills lost all their bees. We didn't lose them. No. We just moved them.
We didn't lose them at all.
Zoe said, where are the bees, or where did the bees go, or something in the title, but I was like, they're not all gone.
No. So somebody also had said that they saw me in the intro, and you kept saying Zoe and Tanya were moving them. Well, Mackenzie.
Zoe was in the move process.
Yeah. So Mackenzie was, she just threw the bee suit on, and Tanya said, come on. And there they went. So I said, I'll film. And Mr. Bo helped. We moved stands, and we took them over, and Nick and Chance got stands leveled, and the whole thing just worked out. And we had an
assembly line going.
We sure did. And we would bring 4 boxes over, set up a stand, put them on, go back on the other side of the farm, and we did it over and over. And Catherine said, did anybody get stung? We did it so early in the morning that only one hive got a little aggravated, maybe 2 out of 14 or 15.
As it started to warm up a little bit, they starting to get a little edgy.
Yeah. But other than that, everything was good. It went just as smooth as we could have thought. And we got them moved, and they're in their new place, and it's working out well.
Mm-hmm. Zoe and Tanya's husband would bring the stand that they had just gotten the hives off. So we had an empty stand. They loaded it. The stand they come off of would be getting leveled.
Yeah.
And we just worked our way through that. So, she's talking to Ed.
Yeah.
Where's he in Georgia?
Glenna said, are we going to watch football? We might when we get done while we eat our dinner, but I don't know about
I may check in just to see what the score is out of curiosity, right. But I don't watch a whole lot of NFL.
Oh, I saw the comment.
I saw somebody correct them.
Yep.
And they weren't being ugly. They were just they were making a comment that, hey, Chestnut Hills lost all their bees. No, they're not gone.
Beth said the thunder's up her way right now. This coming. It's getting
We're
louder.
Getting it right now. I saw where Ed said he's getting it.
Yeah, it's getting.
And Georgia is going to turn it into swamp.
49ers 3, Chiefs 0.
Yeah, I'll catch up with it maybe. But as far as sitting down and watching a whole NFL game, not typically. I'll watch and see what the scores are on the news just because some of the guys I watched in college are playing in NFL now. But I don't really watch.
They just didn't watch the video. That's right.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. They saw
I'm not
the
down.
thumbnail
I'm not downing
no.
anybody. I was just correcting it for anybody that saw it and may not have seen the correction.
Yeah.
Sue was talking about Erica and Cody's last few reels. Zoe just showed me one about
pizza.
Night. But Erica said something earlier.
That pepperoni and hot honey. I want to try that.
What did I hear Erica say on one earlier? And I thought it was hilarious. Oh, that's what it was. It was the pizza one. She said it was bussing.
It was bussing.
I was like, oh my gosh. She has teenagers.
Yeah.
Because I don't speak that language. Even Rhett says that. He's
does.
like, oh,
he's like, man, that's
I'll be Rhett strangle his.
Man, that's busting.
I was like, Rhett, I don't even know what that means.
How they met in the first and second dates. Oh, we hadn't watched that yet.
I've not seen that, but I will catch up. We got 2 more comments to talk about.
Uh-huh.
And it was on Reels.
Oh, goodness. Bruh. Yeah. Mom. What is it? Bruh.
He did that once.
Something, Mom.
Rhett did that once. Called you bruh. And
I said, first of all, I'm not your bruh. I'm Mama. He tries to push them little limits, see how much he's going to get away with.
I just believe he was like,
he's fine.
He was like, yeah, but he was like 3 when he did it. And he called you bruh. I was like, Rhett, you do not call Mama bruh.
And all these little dances these kids do all the time. He
does most all of them.
He gets jiggy.
He can't stand for music to come on the TV and him not dance to whatever it is.
I think everybody's like that, but
he just
the whole house dances. Any music and
what Mackenzie and Chance do, you cannot call dancing. You can't call that dancing.
I shared with Catherine Rhett's video of him dancing that. So sometimes what we'll do after we've had a very productive day, everybody's tired and we just come home and we'll start listening to music videos on TV. And I shared
it's the only way to introduce our kids to real music because they don't hear any on the radio nowadays.
No. So we go back to the 80s and 90s.
We introduce them to real music through YouTube, watching old videos and stuff, and they like it.
They do. They enjoy it.
Rhett loves it.
Yeah. They enjoy music night.
we just do that
when they take a
randomly.
You know I wonder if Jack would dance. I bet he's so nosy and in everything. I bet he'd probably get a little.
There was another comment today, and I needed to answer it, and I forgot. But somebody mentioned, "Hey, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, but it looks like Jack's hooves need to be trimmed." No, they are exactly right, and he's already been contacted.
I was gonna
come do it.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna tell them that we actually have a guy lined up to come and do it.
Yes.
Because his are the only ones that are not getting ground down with all the rocks. They have a lot of rocks in their pasture.
The girls look like they have just been trimmed all the time.
Like they get manicures all the time.
I mean, I check them, and both girls, they run around on top of that hill, and they look like theirs have just been trimmed all the time. They're perfect. I've been checking them.
I wonder if Jack just don't go up there.
But I was like, well, Jack's is starting to get a little long.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Derek at Flying Peach, and he said, "Yeah, I'll get with you, and we'll find out a day we can come do it." So yes, I read the comment. I don't even remember who it was that made it, but if you picked up on that, it is time for Jack to have a trim, and he's about to get one. He's gonna have a manicure. We may even call Catherine to come paint his nails.
She said, "What about the goats? The goats are fine too."
So the thing about Nigerian dwarfs is they don't have to be trimmed as much as, say, Nubians or Boers or Kikos or anything like that. They do get trimmed, but it depends on the terrain they're in.
Right.
And ours, no issues yet. We keep a watch on them, but as long as they are in terrain that's keeping them, it's like a dog's nails. Yeah. You have to trim a dog that's inside, but if a dog's outside, they don't grow them very long.
Right.
And it's just based on where they're
Yeah.
walking. So we'll keep an eye on it and see.
They needed doing every 6 weeks. Ours do not. I mean, I think that's just the type of goat and the situation that they're in.
I don't know if it's every 6 weeks though, because I don't know of any that get them done that much. Maybe a couple times a year.
Yeah.
But Nigerian dwarfs don't. Their hooves just don't grow that fast, and
No.
they don't have to be trimmed as often. But I guess just the terrain that they're in or whatever, we haven't had any issues with goat hooves yet. I mean, we watch for it.
We monitor it all the time.
And we actually have trimmers for the goat hooves.
Yeah.
When it comes time, but when they have that mobile goat trimmer that goes around, Brooks actually got on schedule with them, but they just don't grow a lot. And I don't know, maybe ours are just running around so
Catherine
much.
said her Nigerians don't grow crazy either.
They don't. And you would think the one that I've been watching for is Gypsy.
Yeah.
Since she's a Nubian. I've been watching to see, but she's crossed with Nigerian dwarf.
Right.
And her hooves, we've had Gypsy 3 years.
3 or 4, yeah.
We have never had Gypsy's hooves trimmed.
No.
We've never trimmed them ourselves. We've never trimmed them and never had it done. Mm-hmm. And she's just.
But they've also free range, so they come and go wherever they want.
Pretty much.
Daisy likes her toes did.
I can see Daisy needing that.
They're talking about music.
I know, I see it.
60s and 70s are the best.
I like the 70s. 70s and 80s are.
The 80s are getting snow right now. Oh my!
That cold front is coming down from Alaska. James Spann has been talking about it for 2 weeks.
Are we getting it?
It's supposed to be pushing into this area. Now, there's still a potential that it won't get as cool as it's thought, but James Spann put out a post. If y'all, I'm saying it like everybody knows who James Spann is. He's a meteorologist in our area that has people follow him all over the country just because he's a phenomenal meteorologist. Yeah. But luckily, he is actually in our area. He covers Birmingham. And he put it out weeks ago. He's like, look, this is just a future model. There's nothing to this yet. But they were having all this weather in Alaska, and it was pushing down this way. And we were looking at toward the end of this month, which it's coming up on, it would be, another 8-10 days of freezing temperatures again. And this one, the temperatures being lower than what they were the first time.
I don't pay attention to none of that until it gets
here. Well, I've been keeping up with it because I have to do the prep. Yeah. I need the farm to be ready.
Well, I just do what you say.
And we do get a lot of our weather through that Oklahoma area, so you can kind of watch what happens there.
Yeah, everybody's talking about how cold it is there. And I actually
we've been watching for it.
Everybody up north is talking about how cold it is, and it's been mid-60s, 70. I've got the air conditioner on today.
We were in short sleeves at church today. People run around in shorts. Of course, Chance wears shorts when it's 40. What?
What did I say, Captain?
He just heard you say something.
Uh-oh. He's asking why I don't do what he says.
Because Zoe don't want to keep up with it.
My mind cannot handle it all.
That is a Zoe-ism I've never told them about.
What?
I forgot that y'all are getting 2 Zoe-isms in one night.
I don't even know.
When Zoe wants to know what to wear for the day, she doesn't say what is the temperature going to be, what's the weather going to be like. Zoe says, what's the degrees today?
Oh, I do. I do that.
I've never told them about that Zoe-ism. I forgot. Zoe says, hey, what's the degrees going to be today? And she knows I look at the weather app almost first thing every morning. I watch the weather at night. I watch it in the mornings. And Zoe doesn't.
It's easier just to ask you.
So she says, "What's the degrees gonna be today?" I was, it's high 55. Do I need a hoodie or a jacket? She doesn't. Well, you're probably gonna need a hoodie and a jacket.
Yeah. Both. Hey, Nora.
And I can't believe I've never told them that Zoe-ism.
There's so many.
There are so many. That's why it's got to be a blanket.
I do that too, Zoe. My husband laughs at me. I mean, it makes sense.
She does. It's just how Zoe words things. But I mentioned that there were a couple of comments we needed to. We got it several times after your reel. Hey, go get a hay ring.
That's on the list.
Y'all, there is
Our
a long
is
list
so long.
of stuff to go get. But a hay ring, we haven't been doing round bales.
No, so round bales have been so hard to come by here right now, as everywhere else.
Because it was so dry last year
Right.
during the hay season.
So we've been buying square bales, and we have a perfect place in the barn on a pallet that the hay bale the squares go. Everything's been fine.
Yeah.
But we were able to find some very, very close. And the man has plenty right now. So we went and got some. Well, we hadn't even, we did show that a little bit.
You showed it on reel.
And so they were so excited, but we haven't bought a ring yet because, well, we weren't
doing round bales.
In priority, other things.
Yeah.
It's not okay. That's a convenience thing. It
controls waste.
It does, but where it's at, it doesn't hurt that it's falling on the ground right there too. It can get spread around because big animals can trample the ground and it'll be fine. Yeah. Yes, and like Lorraine said, we didn't know coming into the season that we were going to have cows.
We got square bales for the goats.
And the donkeys would take a bale it'd take 3 or 4 days?
Several days.
And we weren't expecting to have one cow, much less 3.
Yeah.
So
ta-da!
We didn't have to have all that stuff. And now here it is.
I can't do the magical transition. You just poof, got 3 cows.
Yeah, I know. So here we are, and it's like middle of the winter. We're not prepared because we weren't expecting it.
Yeah. And we were able to get as much square bales as we needed. And that's all we were planning for, because we have goats and donkeys, and they didn't need a round bale. They could do a round bale, but the goats would tear it up more than they ate it.
That's all they're going to do. And
just give them the square bales, and we can control where it goes and bunch it back up, that kind of stuff. But yes, the hay ring will be coming eventually.
We will have one. It's priority list.
Way down the list.
It is.
I saw somebody else when Tater started doing that.
Oh,
into that. So, y'all, number one, goats are notorious for goats. Cows are notorious for doing that, scratching on a hay bale.
They are.
I worked a cattle farm in my younger days. It wasn't mine. I was working for them, and that was just something they do.
Yeah.
But they're notorious for it. Well, when Tater started doing that, people started asking me about the scratching post.
Go ahead.
That's a future video.
Oh, yeah.
Don't rush me.
So we do have plans. We've got some things in the works for that.
Christina says she has criticisms.
Criticisms, yeah. Hey, belt loop. Plus, you can pick up a bale of hay. Yeah. Yeah. Nick was like, just push on the round bale a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull the string off. And
I needed her to flip it up so we could cut the net off of it. And
it took me, Mac, and Rhett to get it flipped over.
I'm just sitting there looking at them, shaking my head.
Well, it is what it is.
But there's a future video I don't want to give it away too much. There's going to be some repurposing there.
She said, I don't think we'll get the snow here. I'm north of y'all. We're going to be in the 60s and 50s next week. I hope we don't get it. I don't want to get it either.
What is that about in Lucedale, Mississippi?
A Bailey scratching post in downtown Lucedale, Mississippi. It's a 4x4 with notches cut out of the corners. So it's 4x4 that's got to make a scratching post.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
We are in Alabama.
I haven't seen Belt Loop Homestead on here before.
I haven't either.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
But I wanted to not give too much away and at least address the comment. How about that?
Yeah.
So you'll just have to wait and see with that.
Mm-hmm. It's a post with notches.
Oh, it's got notches all the way down it.
Yeah.
Zoe Google stuff. It's got like notches all the way down all the edges.
I can't show it. It's not going to show it.
I so need to make one of those because I have to, like at work, I have to find a wall and scratch on the corner.
Yeah.
That's got notches on the corner. I need to make one. That's a pretty good idea.
Oh,
all right.
Cool. New to the channel. Just found it on the home screen under lives.
Well, awesome. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
And thank you for telling me about that scratching post idea. I'm
now have to
those.
make one.
It would take me a long time to cut all those notches. One more reel that's been done since our last live, and I told them it was coming on Tuesday morning.
Oh, it was on the video too.
It was on the video too, but I told them that Tuesday morning they were going to get a reel or a short, if you're on YouTube, that they were really going to get a kick out of.
Nick's trapping video.
My trapping experience. I had the blessing to do that. I reached out and made sure that I had the blessing. Lorraine said the roll of wire. That come out, was that Monday?
That was my
was that Monday or was it the following day of you chasing the fencing that you turned
That might
loose?
have been Monday. Yours was Tuesday.
No, chasing it was in the video. That was the one where you lost your attention span and I just pulled it away from you.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Letting the roll of wire roll down. There it goes, and it's just flying everywhere.
Yeah, but the one that you made the short with was me just pulling it, and you look squirrel.
Yeah. I was looking to see what was going on beside us.
Zoe's mind wandered on her, and the fence ran off. And then right at the end, you throw your arms up like it was my fault.
Yeah. Well, the fence one was before yours, she says.
Was it before it?
That's what Sue's saying.
I couldn't remember if you did it the day before or the day after. I tend to type a lot. I try to read them.
He's in Mississippi, near
it said near Jackson, I think.
Yep.
But
hey, Ginger.
I try to read all of them. Sometimes they start scrolling too fast, and I don't get them all. But
your trapping video was great, but when Zoe threw up her hands, it was priceless.
Carla, me just watching the reel, it looked like this is your fault that I dazed off, that I lost attention and just looked off.
I mean, I was sidetracked. The only job you gave me to do was to stand there
and make sure it didn't get tangled up.
It didn't tangle up. So it's just doing this. So I'm like, oh, hey, neighbors. Oh, look. And then I look down and it's not there anymore and it's still going and it just,
Yeah. And it was my fault that I
You
didn't
didn't
hear
hear me
you
screaming.
300 feet away over the sound of the tractor saying stop.
Yeah, well, I was screaming, stop, stop.
They met Cog Hill at the Gulf Coast Homesteaders meetup. We were
Oh,
there
that's
too.
cool. Yeah. Yep. We're actually right down the road from Cog Hill, Belt Loop. But you're real. We sidetracked onto my squirrels.
So, well, I did. People asked. Actually, Judy got on to me. Judy's feelings were hurt that I didn't use her picture and catch her in a trap.
Yes.
Judy at Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary. And I just had to let her know I didn't create those. Those pictures were from a game from the Creators Conference in Oklahoma when we went to Broken Arrow. We were at a Creators Conference there, and those pictures were from a game. So they're on like paint stirrers, whatever. And I ran across them and just popped into my head that, hey, I need to use these for a reel. And then I reached out to a creator and got their blessing, and they're like, oh, no, that'd be funny. Go for it. So I'm going to use those again. I may sit here and do a live, like as Jason or something with Zoe one night.
A special guest.
But anyway, Zoe, it's about time to wrap up. I'm not Kevin and Brandon. I can't go 2 hours on a live. I can't sit still.
He can't sit beside me that long.
I can't sit still that long, and I'll run out of stuff to talk about.
Well, Red will be coming in here in a minute.
Oh yeah, it'll be time. But it's dinner time. It's time to get going. We got to get off here.
Yep.
And let everybody go finish watching the ball game. I can't believe this many people stuck with us on Super Bowl Sunday.
I know. I'm
shocked by that. But I appreciate y'all doing it.
Susan said it's her first time to find us on a live.
Well, even on Super Bowl Sunday, I'm trying to keep it consistent that we will be here every Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Yep. That's right.
And for the ones that don't watch football,
go watch the video we posted today.
That's right. All right.
All right, guys. We will see y'all next week.